There you go.
He's like, wow, your church.
Thank you for coming. I was actually going to talk about creationism versus evolution, but reading all the information out there, I thought it would be better to talk about how creationism needs to be considered as a science. Evolution is considered as a science, but many different theories and beliefs that are considered science, the creationism is not. So, my premise or my thesis is that God and science can exist. Galileo once said, the truths of Scripture and the truths of nature derive from the same source, God. Therefore, the one could not contradict the other. Creationism may or may not qualify to be a science. We're going to study how science is defined and how creationism is defined. Scientific evidence is presented in the Bible to back up God's claims. I attended Christian schools growing up, Christian elementary school. I was homeschooled with Christian companies, Becca, Bob Jones. So I was able to learn about God the Creator, and I was able to gain a totally different perspective than what I was being taught in the public school now. I was able to enjoy nature and at the same time worship the Creator. John MacArthur says that a person must be persuaded to make a decision for Christ based on their intellect and their reason. He says that a personal relationship with Jesus Christ is not a thing, but a head matter. The two can be brought together.
As soon as I drove up in the driveway, she's going.
Today, I would like to give you some information about what science is, how creationism can help children and adults to make informed decisions to believe, or what to believe, and defining what we believe, as Christians or not. We need to make sure we take a stand for that, mainly that we believe 100% and we will redefine the role creationism and Christianity takes in the schools, in government, and in our day-to-day lives. There is only one truth to science. Science is defined as knowledge gained by observation and experiment. It has to be concrete. It has to be observable. It has to be what they term kickable. You have to see it, hear it, touch it, smell it, kick it. If it doesn't work, it's not science. Science is not a method of deducing laws. It is a testing method. Science is about predictions, stating a law, and then proving it. Science is about observations. As I already said, once the statement is made, the laws or hypothesis must be observable. Again, we use the term kickable. Science is never really proven. It is always in question, but rules are allowed to provide a logical, simple equation to explain or represent our scientific community's observations. I believe that creationism as a theory needs to be tested objectively. Stephen Hawking says that the theory then makes predictions, which can then be tested by observation. If the observations agree with predictions, that doesn't prove the theory, but the theory survives to make further predictions, which again are tested against observation. If the observations don't agree with predictions, one abandons the theory. We need to ignore the emotion behind the debate of creationism versus evolution and take a good, hard look at the observed predictions of what is found in the Bible and what is evidenced in nature. To give an example of the emotion behind the debate of evolution and creationism, British media looks at creationism and Darwinism, claiming that one is a mere fallacious belief, creationism, while the other is true doctrine. The British pride themselves on representing the worldview of Christianity and evolution. Creation lays the foundation of the beginning of the world, establishing the credentials for what some term intelligent design, not necessarily saying that there is a God, but that there was a supreme being or superior power at work. It explains how Earth formations came into being, details the who, what happened, why, where, and when the people groups dispersed and populated the Earth, provides a reasonable and logical explanation of why there might be dinosaur fossils and human skulls found together at the same time, and has truthfully stood the test of time and observation. I believe that creation founded the first science. The definition of creationism is the doctrine that matter and all things were created substantially as they now exist by an omnipotent creator and not gradually evolved or developed. So you see, on the one hand, evolution says that we mutate, we grow, we develop into something else. And creationism says this is how it happened, and we believe that literally. Creationism can take many forms, but all forms agree initially on the creation of the universe and the formation of the earth as laid out in Genesis. Again, I said, we believe it happened literally, the literal 6 days of creation. And then there's also the view of creationism and evolution that says that God has used evolution to continue his own work. Galileo states that God could have made birds with bones of massive gold, with veins full of lead, and with tiny wings. He could have made fish heavier than lead, and thus 12 times heavier than water, but he has wished to make the former of bone, flesh and feathers that are lighter enough, and the latter heavier than water, to teach us that he rejoices in simplicity and facility. It is time to take a stand and determine what your own beliefs are, responding to the debate of whether or not creationism should be considered science. Creation is the oldest science, going beyond even time. God says in Genesis 1:1, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. In Revelation, we read that Christ is the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. Galileo's observations and meditations on God's wonders led him to the following conclusion. To me, the works of nature and of God are miraculous. I challenge you to pray about what you believe and make a plan of action. I challenge you to ask your children, your grandchildren, your friends, and their children what they think science says about creation. I challenge you to spend more time discussing your beliefs with your children. I found this really cool picture that I just think is a God thing. I wanted to share it with you. This is called the hand.
Wow. Wow.
It's a pulsar in another galaxy, not even in this galaxy. This is called the